In a significant development that has sent shockwaves through Victoria's law enforcement community, two police officers have been charged with negligent manslaughter over the death of a Melbourne tradesman. The case has reignited intense debate about police accountability and the use of force during arrests. The charges were announced yesterday, marking the culmination of a 14-month investigation into the death of Luke Briggs, a 35-year-old builder who died in hospital following a police encounter in Melbourne's southwest. The incident unfolded on July 15, 2024, at a 7-Eleven convenience store car park at the corner of Heaths and Tarnet Roads in Hoppers Crossing. What began as a routine police response quickly turned tragic. Briggs was arrested at the scene, but during the encounter, he became unresponsive. Emergency services rushed Briggs to Royal Melbourne Hospital, where he remained in critical condition. Despite medical efforts, his family made the heartbreaking decision to turn off life support after 8 days. Luke Briggs died on July 23, 2024. Two male Victoria police officers are now facing criminal charges: a 29-year-old constable and a 45-year-old sergeant. Both were immediately suspended following the incident and have now been formally charged with negligent manslaughter. The officers appeared at Melbourne Magistrates Court on Friday, following the announcement of charges on Thursday. The specific details of what occurred during the arrest remain largely sealed as the matter proceeds through the courts. But the charges suggest prosecutors believe the officers' actions fell well below the standard expected of police and directly contributed to Briggs' death. Criminal charges against police officers in relation to deaths in custody or during arrests are exceptionally uncommon in Australia. The decision to charge these officers with negligent manslaughter represents a significant escalation and suggests the evidence gathered during the investigation was compelling. The investigation was conducted by the Professional Standards Command, with oversight from the Independent Broad-Based Anti-Corruption Commission, Victoria's police watchdog. The thoroughness of this 14-month investigation indicates authorities took the matter extremely seriously from the outset. The case has deeply affected the Hoppers Crossing community and beyond. Luke Briggs was described by those who knew him as a well-loved tradesman with strong family connections. His death sparked immediate calls for accountability and transparency from his family and community advocates. During the months following his death, his family demanded justice and answers about what exactly happened during that fatal encounter. The laying of charges represents a significant step toward accountability, though the family's trauma and loss remains immeasurable. Deputy Commissioner Wendy Steendam from Victoria Police's Professional Standards Command acknowledged the gravity of the situation, emphasising the organisation's commitment to accountability when officers fail to meet expected standards. This case arrives at a challenging time for Victoria Police, which has faced increasing scrutiny over police conduct and accountability measures. The force has been implementing various reforms aimed at improving oversight and reducing the risk of deaths in custody. The negligent manslaughter charges signal that criminal accountability for police officers is possible, even in a system where such prosecutions are traditionally rare. This could set an important precedent for future cases involving police conduct. Legal experts note that proving negligent manslaughter requires demonstrating that the officer's actions were so far below reasonable standards that they constituted criminal negligence leading to death. The fact that prosecutors felt confident enough to lay these charges suggests they believe the evidence strongly supports this serious allegation. The case will likely proceed through committal proceedings before potentially reaching the county court for trial if the charges are upheld. Given the serious nature of the charges and the complex legal questions surrounding police use of force, this case could take many months or even years to fully resolve through the court system. Meanwhile, the broader conversation about police accountability, training, and the circumstances that lead to deaths during police encounters continues. Reform advocates argue this case demonstrates the need for continued vigilance and systemic change within law enforcement. For Luke Briggs' family, while the charges represent a step toward justice, they cannot restore their loved one or undo the tragedy that unfolded that July evening in Hoppers Crossing. This case represents one of the most serious criminal prosecutions of police officers in Victoria's recent history and will undoubtedly be closely watched by communities across Australia as it progresses through the courts. We'll continue to follow this developing story and bring you updates as they happen. If you found this report informative, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on important legal developments and breaking news. Thank you for watching.